I was excited when they were releasing a new Muppet series several years back, and then I watched it and I'm like, what the hell is this? This isn't the Muppets. This is a trash fire.
All right, welcome to Dice Junkies. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
Q.
And on Skype.
We got Blood Axe.
Awesome.
Who's
all right.
been here.
And now that we can actually be heard,
I'm going to bring up that subject again of firing you as host and giving it to Blood Axe.
All right, so let's move on to our last subject for this episode. And
I hurt you with that one, didn't I? Empty ships. This is my ship. This is the only one like it.
Oh. All right, so next up we have Peter Dinklage pushes back on Disney remake of Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Apparently he doesn't like he's like, well, since they have a Latino Snow White, why are they still doing the dwarf thing?
Telling a story about dwarves living in a cave, which is inaccurate.
And
they had a house. They had a cottage.
Yeah. So anyway, apparently Disney said they're probably just going to CGI them, so they're not going to not offend any little people. And of course, then I think a bunch of
Hornswoggle and like the actor for a bunch of other dwarf actors said, "Yo, hey, did you just make us lose 7 roles in a Disney movie, like a big movie?" Because this is a movie that I don't even know 7 dwarf actors. Like, that's a lot of roles that could have been like jobs. Plus, they're part of the main characters. They get a lot of screen time. Like, half the movie is dealing with this, like her living and with the 7 dwarves. So it's a lot of screen time. It's a Disney production. So while I won't say that he's personally responsible, he has been accused of by many dwarf actors of kicking the ladder out behind him because he's got his of like, hey man, like, why are you messing this up for us? This is a lot of work and big work, like Disney money, that you're throwing us under the bus for. And I do admit that his statements were dumb. Like, if you watch it, he was on Mark Maron's podcast, and he goes on like, have I not been on my soapbox and all this I've done for my cause and all this? And like, he just goes full shoe in the mouth nonsense. Because this is a dude who's played all kind of magical dwarves and stuff. I mean, he literally just played like Magic Smith dwarf in an Avengers movie.
My thing is if that community doesn't like those roles, then you won't have the roles be filled, But there are some dwarves that are I don't know what the politically correct term is.
They're
by
using
the way,
dwarves now.
they're using dwarves now. I mean, I saw a poster up for a midget wrestling group the other day. So,
well, I mean, it's work, man. And I mean, being in a movie, like, who doesn't want to be in a Disney movie? So, like, they're going like, we want this work. And it isn't like they're playing comic relief. The freaking 7 dwarves, I remember the original movie. They're the heroes. They take out the queen.
Yeah, depending on how the story is told, they have gone really goofy with the dwarves and some of the tellings of it. But yeah, if you do a more a serious telling of it and you're not making as much fun of the dwarves, it's actually a really good role.
I mean, they totally could give the dwarves names instead of the nicknames they had, and they could have written them to be more serious. That's just all you do.
Yeah.
I mean, you've already ruined the story, because, I mean, you've got a main character whose name is Snow White, which was literally her name because her skin was, like, as white as snow, and you've decided to cast a Latino who is not pale for that role. So at this point, it's fair game. Like, at this point, to me, it's fair game. Do whatever you want. You know what? I think they should have went all in. You're lazy with the Latino. You should have went to Africa. You should have got you like a bombastic African beauty. Just go all out. Just screw even being anywhere light color. I want her black as the purest night. Like I want her like he loves his coffee. You know what I'm saying? Pure black.
Black and bitter.
I don't know about bitter, but black and strong.
Yeah,
Let's try
strong.
that.
Yeah,
Black and strong.
That's it.
I mean, why not? I mean, if you're gonna throw it out, go all in, man. This is the problem with Disney. These little half-ass measures. You know what I'm saying? Make the dwarves the real heroes. You know what I'm saying? Have them solve all the problems. Screw it. Take Snow White out. Just make it to 7 dwarves. You know what? Don't even have it in there. Screw Snow White. You don't need it. She ain't do nothing.
Now we're just gonna remake Time Bandits.
That was a good movie.
But I mean,
That was a good movie.
At this point, it's amazing you're willing to make such a change for the main character of Snow White, but you weren't willing to just write in a more positive dwarf role. Like, I don't know, dude. Every time people try to do the right thing, they fail. It's sad. They're trying, but man, they screw up. They look at a direction and they go, "This is what we're gonna do," and somehow they f it up really bad. Like every time, they're like, "We're gonna be inclusive." All right, what are we doing? Get rid of those dwarves. Nobody wants to see them. Oh, whoa. We're going to make them magical little creatures. Like, oh, that doesn't feel positive. Like
we don't like the name dwarf, so we're going to rename the small people in this game to Tinks.
Oh, my God. Borderlands 3. The word midget is derivative. Yeah. We will now call them Tinks. And I'm like, that sounds like a slur. Like Latinx, which is considered a slur. Yeah, sorry, I had to go there. But yeah, they like, we're going to call them Tinks. That's less derogatory. And I'm like, no, it isn't.
Oh, man.
It is not. It's just not. Like, Tinks sounds so worse. Look at our little Tinks. Ooh.
Oh.
Like, that doesn't sound right, brother. No,
hang on a second. So, to answer this, are they CGIing the dwarves? I saw somewhere they were going to be CGIing mythical creatures, not even dwarves. So are they doing dwarves or are they doing something else?
It's a bunch of
rumor. Magical creatures like fae, basically gnomes. I think they're going to basically go with the traditional fae gnome concept, where they're little magical men.
Yeah.
There's not even dwarves anymore.
Are they going to hire dwarves to voice them at least? You know, can a goose do that? Can the voice actors be dwarves? Can we get that for them?
I think John Ratzenberger hasn't been in a movie for a while. He does a lot of voiceover for them, so he's due for a role at least.
I like Blood Axe's idea, which he said the way they could have got Peter Dinklage to stop complaining is they should have had Peter Dinklage play all 7 dwarves. He said they should have just pulled that where Peter Dinklage is all like Deep Roy is just no. All 7 dwarves are just Peter Dinklage, and then he would have approved of this movie.
That's the only way you could afford them.
Badass.
He tried to charge you for all 7. He in it for the money, man.
All right. Anyway, so I
like Peter Dinklage, man. He was cool, man. We liked Peter. Peter Dinklage was a cool dude.
Peter Dinklage is still cool. I'm not gonna hate on him for it. I mean, he said something stupid. If I hated on every celebrity that said something stupid, I wouldn't like any celebrity.
I mean, true, but he hated
actually,
on his own
I love
people,
Peter Dinklage.
Dude, I say stupid stuff sometimes. I wouldn't like myself.
Sometimes.
Well, you know,
I do it all the time, not on camera. But no, I loved him in Pixels. Actually, Pixels wasn't really all that great except for his character. So he was really good in that
movie.
And I liked it because of him. But the Adam Sandler character was But I mean, it was an interesting movie. But I loved his character in that movie, and so he's played some really interesting roles. But yeah, between Marvel and Game of Thrones, he's definitely gotten his cash. And hating on this is probably not the best move, because it would have been more appropriate to go ahead and live cast the dwarves and get 7 actors in there, especially lately, because it's been tough with any kind of film studio, and so actors are hurting for money just as much as we are.
Well, yeah, I mean, not just the production rates. Not all actors are
Johnny Depp not a lot of the celebrities make the cash that we think they do, especially those that play the side roles. So having a supporting role would mean a lot for some of these actors. So I feel really bad for them. And maybe we can get the voice cast, but it would have been, I think, better for the audience, but to have the live action. But I'm not remotely interested in the movie, and now that they're even going to just replace the dwarves, call it something else. It's not in Snow White anymore.
No.
Call it something completely different. And I'm not going to say what I said earlier because I don't want to get us banned by YouTube.
Don't say
yeah,
that. No.
Anyway,
Oh my
thanks for
God.
watching,
We're
guys. Be
terrible.
sure to check out dicejunkies.com for links to everywhere we can be found online.
Right, let's do that dirty and then throw it up like, hi, son. Don't watch our channel. You're too young.
Oh, you find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all that good stuff. YouTube, like and subscribe. Twitch, we do our live show every Sunday at 3:30. You get to see this live, and you can even participate.
You can watch our audio repairs and everything.
You can participate in the chat room. So
yeah, if you show up, you can roll. You can roll on the table for us.
Thanks for watching us every week.
We hope you enjoy. I don't normally like sci-fi, but when I do get into sci-fi, I like it dark. That's the way I like it. Like I mentioned with the horror space. So, what you say there? Need to turn you on?
No, I was being rude when you said you like it dark. I was like I like my women, but that was just me being an ass.